Are you a buyer and you're wondering what your options are these days? You'll want to stick around and watch this video. So the market has been challenging. Rates are higher than what it's been in the last few years, and you still want to buy. For whatever the reasons may be, it could be because, your rent keeps increasing, or your landlord is now selling the house and you have to find a replacement home. And instead of finding another rental, which is not easy to do, you want to buy. Or maybe you're relocating and maybe you were renting before and now you're ready to buy. Whatever the reason may be, you are basically committed and you're in the market to buy a home. Well, how do you do it with the higher interest rates that we have now? Well, first and foremost, I am not a lender. I am not a mortgage specialist. I am a real estate agent. However, I work with multiple lending partners and have seen enough various incentive programs that are available in today's market for buyers that I want to kind of share a few of them with you. First and foremost, not every lender offers the exact same programs, and this is why I say that you would need to kind of shop around and look for the right program that may offer you some incentive, okay? So I'm gonna kind of give you a blanketed list of programs that I've seen out there. The first program is sort of an incentive towards your closing costs. Some lenders will offer you a fraction of a percentage, maybe 0.75%, maybe 1% towards your closing costs. It's a lender's credit to your closing costs. This has nothing to do with what you might be negotiating with the seller. So that's available. Another type of lender's incentive program is they would assist you with the rate buy down. In other words, it may be a buy down rate of 1 year where your rate is lower than the current market rate, and then by a certain percentage point or a fraction of a percentage, and then the second year the rate would adjust back to, so let's say right now, to make it more clear, let's say your rate is 8%. You may have an incentive buy down rate and you may have to pay a fee for that temporarily, where your rate may be 7% the first year, and that may save you, a few $100s depending on the loan amount, right? And the next year, the rate may adjust back to the 8%. However, there is also a possibility that interest rates would have gone down by then, so that by the time you get to the second year where you would actually be at the 8%, current market rate might be 7%, and you could just completely refi and get the permanent lower rate, or it might be, 6.5%. So I'm speculating. That's a disclaimer. Don't know what's going to be happening with interest rates, but the long-term projection, according to all the experts, is that, what go up must come down. So rates are going to, at some point, projected to come down from where we are today. It's just a matter of when and how long, right? Another program that I've heard of is, and it's through a credit union, a local credit union, that you can actually, so let's say you start at 8%. Well, you can, I don't know the name of the program, but you can actually pay a fee, and it's just a few $100s to the credit union. It buys you the ability to refi a year from now. So let's say we're at 8% a year from now. Let's say we're at 7%. Well, you can refinance with that $300 fee that you pay to the credit union and refi to the 7% without any refinancing fees, because usually each time you refinance, there are associated fees to it. Lender's fee, closing cost fees, you might have to get another appraisal. Well, all of those fees, according to this credit union, all the fees are waived. So you pay the $300 up front to give you the right to refinance to a lower rate. And you can do this, again, after the first 12 months, you can renew it and buy another $300. With another $300, you can purchase the right to refinance in the second year instead of the first year. So let's say the first year rate might drop just a little bit, the second year rate might drop a lot more, and that's when you want to refinance. You can keep refinancing. So that's another great incentive program. I know that for us, literally personal testimonial. We bought a property this year, and we bought it at the higher rate, right? But that we didn't need to buy the property 2 years before. And our plan, we have a long-term vision of this. We're holding the property long-term, and we know that we're going to be refinancing out of this current loan when it makes sense, when the rates are going to be lower, and we're going to then be saving on the monthly mortgage payment. So we went in knowing that our plan is to refinance out of the current market rate, and it wasn't even 8% when we bought. So there are multiple programs that are available as incentives to borrowers, to buyers. You do need to ask the questions and ask the lender that you're working with, what possibilities might there be for you to give you the ability to save some money, whether you save it now or you save it a little bit later when you refinance out. But there are lots of programs available, just not all lenders have it. So it's important that you do your due diligence, do your homework, and speak to your lenders. And if you want some of the lenders' names, I'm more than happy to give you some names for you to start the dialogue with. Just send me an email, kasama@kasamasales.com. I hope this is helpful to you. Thanks for watching. If you find this content valuable, you want to hit subscribe and the bell notification so you don't miss future videos.